Hi bitches, it's Bunny, and today I'm coming to you guys with a hair video so highly requested. That's probably what everyone wants to see from me, is a hair video, and I am so bad at recording and doing things that I'm supposed to be doing. So today got some new hair that I ordered. Very excited. We'll get into that later. Today I'm just going to show you how to dye your hair. So by hair I mean I have 4 bundles that I'm going to dye for y'all today, as well as a frontal. Here I have a package from White Label Hair. Now I did order this off of their website. I did not get sent this at all. I paid for this, and let me tell you, girl, this was a pretty penny, almost $600. $600. I did get a frontal. This is going to be the frontal piece. I got an 18-inch frontal, I believe. It just looks like this. I got a 24-inch bundle. This is 613 Brazilian virgin hair, and this is in the body wave style right here. A 30-inch, so very long and pretty. Sorry, I have lip gloss on. My hair is getting like stuck to it. Like, y'all ever had that problem? Oh, and then I have a 22-inch body wave. Let's put the price aside. This hair is super pretty. It's super thick and it's super soft. You can see me running my fingers through it and it doesn't get stuck at all. Girl, it was a pretty penny, but I mean, for the quality of the hair, I have no complaints. I have one last one here, and this is going to be the 26-inch body wave. Super soft, super luxurious. Is that a word I want to use? I think that's a word I want to use. We're going to be dyeing this sister. She's not going to look like this at all. She's going to look a lot different, but let's get into it. So the next step to doing your frontal is going to be to flip it upside down. You're going to want to put like T-pins all across just to keep it secure. And then I'm going to go ahead and add Ghost Bond to like the lace part to keep a barrier between the dye and the lace, so that when you dye it, because we are dyeing it black, you don't want it to stain the lace. Put a very thin layer on there and just take a butter knife, like this one. And then you're just going to spread it around the lace. So all over pretty much where the hair is sitting at that you don't want dye to potentially get to. Just do it lightly, because if you press too much, it'll get actually on the hair, and you don't want it to get on the hair itself. Then for the rest of the hair, I'm just going to take this Got To Be Glued freezing spray, and I'm just going to spray the rest of the hair with it. Not the hair, the lace itself. That's what it should look like, or that's what mine looks like. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like white around the sides, and then towards the back I just sprayed the Got To Be Glued Lasting Freeze Spray. First step is to put on some clothes you don't care about, because if you wear any nice clothes, you're gonna get them stained, especially with dark hair dye. And then we're just gonna take this shimmering thing, whatever, developer, and we're gonna mix it with this. Pretty self-explanatory, just dump it in. I laid my frontal out. I literally just flipped it over one time. I'm just gonna take it from one side to another, and I'm gonna dye it like that so that we don't have one long string of hair to do. So just flip it, and then make sure you lay some tinfoil down so you don't stain your floor, because this is permanent. We're gonna need a comb, preferably one you don't care about, a little hair dye brush, and then an actual hair brush. I like to make sure that my hair is fully brushed out, just so that when I go in and try to dye it, I don't get tagged in any knots. I'm just going to take the hair dye, and I'm going to move from the roots to the bottom, and I'm going to begin dyeing it. I'm going to take a hairbrush and make sure I really got it in there. Once I do that, I'm just turning it over, because you can see the back is really, really patchy. Just went in with some more hair dye, and I'm just touching up anything that looks still blonde. After I got done dyeing all the bundles, I followed the box instructions and let the hair sit for about 20 to 25 minutes before I washed it off. After you bleach the hair, not bleach the hair, after you dye the hair and then wash the hair dye out, is you're going to want to bleach the knots. That way it looks as natural as possible on the head edge so you don't have those little black dots everywhere. Now to bleach the knots, you're gonna want to take some BW. This is just what I use. I got it from like Sally's Beauty, and I took some BW diffuse extra strength bleach powder, and I have a 40 volume developer. This just makes it so it's a little bit faster to dye. You can get like 30. It just takes a little bit longer, but I'm a fast kind of girl. And then I got some tin foil to put over the wig when it's done. When you mix the bleach, you're gonna want to make it so it's like a whipped cream kind of, like a Cool Whip whipped cream kind of consistency. Because if it's too thin, it'll seep through the lace, and then if it seeps through the lace, your wig will be bleached. I usually add like 3 spoons of this, or whatever the fuck that is. I'm just gonna slowly add some of this in, very slowly. Because if you add too much, you can't go back, but you can always go forward, baby. That didn't make sense. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys, but I'm right-handed. That's what it should look like. You can do a little bit thicker if you want, but that's just how I like mine. Since I have a frontal, I prefer to dye the whole frontal, or to bleach the whole frontal's knots. However, if you have like a closure, or if you only part your frontal in one way, you could always just bleach like right down the center, or like if you have a side part, you can just bleach right there. And I just flip the wig inside out, and then I make sure I push all the baby hairs back, and then just so we don't get no bleach on the actual hair itself. I'm using a butter knife to put the dye onto the wig. And I'm just gonna take it, lay it flat, and then very, very gently, y'all, very gently spread it over top of the lace. If you push too hard, it will 9 times out of 20 go through the lace.
That's not a big percentage.
What? Alright y'all, so this is how it should look when it's finished. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap tinfoil around it. And I'm not actually gonna wrap it around it, I'm more so just gonna lay it on top of the hair, because you don't want to press it in, because if you press it in, that really makes it a high chance of it seeping through the lace. That's how that should look when it's done. Now I'm gonna let it sit for like 25-ish minutes. Now, it's usually never done in 25 minutes, but I'm just gonna check back in it just to make sure it is processing okay. Usually it's about 45 minutes to an hour for me personally. Okay, and we are back. It has been like 2 weeks since I first filmed the intro to this video, and I first sat down and dyed the hair. Now I'm gonna do a little review on the hair just to give y'all the real tea. I dyed it twice now. It has remained soft both times. It's still bouncy. Obviously I have curled it, wand curled it, so this isn't the original curl pattern at all, but it still has remained soft throughout all of it. Now the real tea, sis. This hair has the worst fallout of any wig I probably ever owned, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not a good thing either though. It has a lot of fallout. Take into consideration that I did not seal my wefts. That's something you can do if you like to do that. That's just not something that I decided to do, and then I've done it with every my pieces. I might going into the future, but as far as this frontal goes, I did not seal my wefts. And the hair, the fallout on this hair is, look, hair, literally for me just running my hand through it. The fallout is real. It's real. Like if you brush it, you're going to get hella hair. It's on a new level. Aside from that, the hair is 100% okay. There's nothing wrong with the hair. Is it worth $500 is the question. I don't want to say it's not worth it, because the hair is great hair. It does have a lot of fallout, yes, but it still remains soft. It still looks good. It still has its shine, even though I've dyed it. There's nothing wrong with it. But sis, for $500, $580, almost $600, is it worth it? And my answer is no, probably not. Probably not. It's probably not worth it. Honestly, I feel like you could get hair that's just as soft and just as nice for cheaper, which is no shade to the company. Whoever they might buy it from, they might have the best bundles around, and this might be their profit margin. You know, that's none of my business. I have no idea. But for the price, I feel like I shouldn't have. I don't know. I feel like this maybe should have like shitted a pony. It should have made a unicorn or something. I just feel like that's a lot of money for a frontal. Not even a full lace, like a frontal. I guess, is it worth it is gonna depend on who you are. If you're big and balling out here and you have all this coin and you're just out here with all this money, then sis, $580, what is this? I don't know. Go buy some hair with it. For me, a girl, a college student that's on a budget, $580 for a frontal is a little steep. That's the only tea I really have for this hair. As far as bundles go, I don't know if I'll ever purchase them again just because they are very expensive for bundles, and I know I've had bundles that are 30 inches and I paid $400 for it, $350 for it. Never $580. That's just all I have to say about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it can be kind of hard to kind of figure out what to do next. I try to make it as detailed as possible so you guys can make your own wigs at home and so you don't have to pay that coin, sis, and have you'll make them for you. Do it yourself, girl. Call it a day. Make sure if you liked this video and you found it helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below to my channel. Become part of the bunny fam. Mi casa es su casa. Dominican, don't know Spanish. I think that means my home is your home, so if that's what it means, that's definitely what I meant. I hope you guys have a lovely night. Love you, bunnies.